Okay, so with the whole Glock ban, switches, machine gun conversion devices ban that would potentially ban the sale of Glocks in the state of California, it's all based on whether or not just replacing the backplate will allow you to put a switch on it. Now, Shadow Systems uses the same type of trigger, but now I don't know much about the switches that are on the market currently from AliExpress and whatnot. But what we're going to do is just show you that the Shadow Systems could potentially be fine, assuming that the switches on the market can't just drop in here, and I'll show you why. So I'm going to push down on that plunger. So Shadow Systems here, Shadow Systems backplate. We're going to pop this one off as well from the Glock. This is a Glock Gen 3 17. This one is currently legal in the state of California. Okay, so what we have here is where the slide or where the backplate goes in. You might see here that little notch right here, rather thin, rather thick. A Shadow Systems backplate could potentially work fine on a Glock. I don't know how well it's going to work because you can see that it's much looser of a fit in here. So it fits in. The Shadow Systems being thinner, it fits in, but you can tell that it is not sitting tight in that little lineup. The Shadow Systems with a Glock backplate won't work because the Glock backplate is thicker, so you cannot get that to go in. So let's pop this open. And show you these. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that, but the ridge here is much thinner on the Shadow Systems. So what Glock could do, if they were to modify their slides, and there is a provision in the bill that would allow them to get back on the roster, Glock could potentially change the geometry of this backplate to no longer work with the switches that are available. However, this would all depend on the DOJ saying that that's enough, because at the end of the day, a switch manufacturer could just change the dimensions to be thinner or shaped differently so that now new switches can go in. So it doesn't solve the problem completely, but it might be enough. It might be enough. Now, obviously, they shouldn't have to do this. Would Glock do it? Probably not. Because Glock does not like change for obvious reasons. But that is a potential route that they could go down. I just wanted to kind of demonstrate that for you guys today.